Hey again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Ever17, the Out of Infinity. This is episode 36, I believe. And it has taken this many episodes to reach the ending. Pretty certain this time. Like I said last time, if it goes a bit long, it's long. So yeah, this is a longer Let's Play than I originally thought it would be. I didn't think it would be a long one, but I didn't know it was going to be quite this long. But I've been enjoying it. This is probably my favorite one because it's kind of relaxing to just read. You don't have to try to plan and nothing like that. So yeah, let's get to it. Last time Takeshi went and saved Tsugumi. He put on a rather big show about it in his own way, and they made it back to Himmel, where he passed out, and he's waking up right now. So here we are. I was lying down in bed. Right next to me, Tsugumi was staring at me. She was squatting next to the bed, her eyes level with mine. We stared at each other, eye to eye. What time is it? That was the first thing I could think to say. Tsugumi took the PDA out of my pocket. She pressed the buttons, but nothing appeared on the screen. Oh. Nah, that's okay. Just stay here with me. There were tears in Tsugumi's eyes. That's a dumb question. Tsugumi held my hand softly. The feel of her soft skin seemed like it would pull me in. I don't feel so good. My body feels tired all over. But it could be worse, I guess. I tried opening and closing the hand that was free in front of my face. My movements were still sluggish. Cut? Tsugumi opened her glossy lips slightly and murmured. I could see the tip of her red tongue. Forehead. Split? I slowly looked around the room. The ceiling. Sheets. The empty syringes on the floor. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I touched my forehead lightly. The gash must have been split wide open. There were stitches there now. No big deal. Something like this ought to heal right up. Why are you apologizing? It isn't your fault, right? It isn't anyone's fault. So don't worry about it. I patted Tsugumi on the head. I was alive. Even though I was banged up pretty good, I was alive. Besides, it wasn't a big deal. Oh, they're still here. Okay. I looked around the room once more. There's nobody else there. Just the two of us, and the silence. It was almost too quiet to believe. I thought he was waking up in like a hospital room or something. Oh, I take that back. I thought they were going to whoosh, cut to the ending, but more stuff. Where's the bus? How about a taxi? Communications?
あれからさっぱり通じない。
I could see the monitor. It reported the remote control guidance was working normally. It would take about 1 hour for it to reach our pool. But it seemed that the submarine was making its way without any glitches. Oh. Guess that leaves us some time to relax until the taxi gets here. Won't do us an ounce of good getting worked up about it. Even if I wanted to. My body wasn't doing what I wanted it to. I felt like I was running low on batteries. I was exhausted. Couldn't think straight. No surprise, Takeshi. I mean, really. You've been trapped in an amusement park that's underwater, eating just chicken sandwiches, come down with a very strange disease that's deadly somehow, and you wind up, I think, escaping from it. And you went up top and you ignored the protocols on the decompression thing, and you probably should have died then. So, and then you swam to get to her, and then yeah, you shouldn't be. It'd be very strange if you were feeling perfect. I had gone beyond the limits of my strength and spirit. Huh? I noticed something and brought my face closer to Tsugumi.
Nani, Takeshi?
Takeshi. I almost pressed myself against her and brought myself close to her face.
Nani yo?
Her cheeks, which had been puffed up from crying, started to turn slightly red. I'm hungry, I murmured, pulling my face up close. Felt like I could eat just about anything.
So?
And guess what, Tsugumi?
Nani yo?
Tsugumi's face became redder and redder. There's just the most amazing smell coming from you. Okay, Takeshi.
Huh?
Her eyebrows arched as if she were annoyed. Hey. You're not hiding anything, are you? I reached out for her chest.
ダメよ!
She quickly covered herself with her arms.
あなたまさかチャミを食べる気？それだけはダメ。絶対ダメ。
As if I would, stupid.
バカって言わないでよ。バカ。
Her expression returned to normal. She undid a few buttons of her shirt and let Chammy out from her shirt.
ずっとこんなとこに押し込めててごめんね、チャミ。ほら、ちょっと遊んでおいで。
Chammy sniffed the air as he rode in the palm of Tsugumi's hand. He suddenly jumped to the floor and ran into the corner of the room. I watched the whole time.
あ、たけし。
Tsugumi spoke to me as she redid her buttons.
見たでしょ。
What?
何ってその見たいの？
More what?
いいよもう。バカ。
A low vibrating sound shot across the room. The bed shook slightly.
大丈夫。
She looked up for a second, then quickly returned her gaze.
安心して。まだ大丈夫だと思う。うん、きっと大丈夫よ。根拠は何もないけどね。なんだかまるでたけしみたいなこと言ってる。
I was actually just thinking about that. She's rather optimistic for a change.
どうかしてるわね、私。
Ah! I sat up quickly. I grabbed hard on Tsugumi's hand.
何？いきなり。
I know, Tsugumi.
何が？
This is incredible.
だから、何なのよ。
Flustered, Tsugumi's cheeks changed color in her confusion. I've made a major discovery. I brought her hand close to me. Tsugumi's face was right next to mine. Alright, listen up.
ええ。
I know where that great smell is coming from. It is you.
え
You're what smells so great. Geez, you smell good. What a sweet smell. Oh my gosh. Takeshi, you can be very corny, I guess is the word. Perfect. Let me have just one bite.
ちょっと、何するの。やだ。話してよ。いた。バカ、やめなさい。
Ah! Hey, did you really have to smack me?
だって。
Hey, I'm an injured man here.
だったら怪我人らしくおとなしくしなさいよ。バカ。いきなり人の指かじるなんて。
My teeth had left an imprint on her finger. Thank you. I'm still hungry, but I feel a lot better. I couldn't keep sitting up, so I lay down in the bed again.
信じられない。
The tears that had dried up just a bit ago were in Tsugumi's eyes again. I laughed at the situation. There wasn't much strength left in me, but I laughed anyway. I'm a man of insatiable desires. When I get hungry, I stuff my face. When I get sleepy, I sleep like a bear. And give me a chance, I'll be thinking about hanky-panky. Fascinating terminology there. That's all I think about. I'm beyond salvation, right?
うん。バカみたい。
She tried to smile back at me. Her voice dried up and tears began to fall. I'm such an idiot. Come on, laugh at a fool like me, will you?
うん。バカね。
Tsugumi laughed.
本当に。大バカね。信じられないくらい。バカなのね。いつも。いつも。どうして。あんなバカなこと。
She was smiling, but her tears wouldn't stop falling. No reason, I guess. I'm just trying to live all out. 'Cause I don't want to die.
本当に。たったそれだけのことで。
The tears continued to fall. I think there were some things that I was taking too lightly. There are people who go on living even when they want to die, and people that die who want to keep on living. I had no idea that was how things were. I guess I was pretty naive about the way the world works. Until coming to LeMU, that is. But then I met you, and the way that I thought about things changed. The world isn't always filled with good things.
うん。
She nodded. I calmly wiped away her tears. But I don't want you to think that living is something to be embarrassed about or something that you hate. I think as long as you are alive, it is okay to live. I think there are good things waiting for you. Wait, not just that being alive is a good thing in itself. In that way, my thinking still hasn't changed.
うん。
She nodded. We held each other's hands. I don't know how to say it, but I looked up toward the heavens I couldn't see. I didn't know if there was something above. Didn't know if it really mattered. I Maybe all I had to do was accept. The reason we keep living, in other words. What does it mean to die? Does everything really end when we die? Until you can really stare reality in the face, I think you should wait. Put it on hold. It isn't time for me to die yet. I just can't die yet. You can't either, and neither can any of the rest of us. Until that time comes, all of us should live. She nodded as if in deep understanding. Hey, Tsugumi.
何？
I looked deeply into her eyes. I was trying to see if there was light inside there. I wanted to get as close as I could and see. Hey, you're bleeding from your finger.
さっきあなたが噛んだからでしょ？
Is that so?
そうよ。
I'm sorry. You bit her that hard? Okay. Tsugumi's face was close enough so that we were almost touching noses. Closer. Even closer still. Ah.
今度は何？
You've got blood on your lips.
そう？
That's not my fault.
ねえ、本当に出てるの？血。
Yeah.
嘘？うん、出てるかも。さっき建物が揺れてぶつけたから。
Looks painful.
うん。痛かったらたけしのせいだからね。
You think so?
そうよ。
Maybe you're right.
責任取ってくれる？
She pressed her lips tightly on mine. I could smell her scent. I could taste her blood, taste her tears. She bit down on my lower lip, and my blood started to flow. We were pressed together as tightly as could be, embracing one another with everything we had. Our bodies came together, became one. This better stay a white screen. I'm saying it better stay a blank white screen. I felt her breathing. I felt the beating of her heart. I felt the warmth of her body, the scent of her. A musky smell, enough to make me dizzy. It was sweet. Such a sweet smell.
たけし、たけし、起きてよ。
Oops.
タクシーが着いたわ。
Oh yeah. I jumped out of the bed and stood up. I stretched my arms and loosened my shoulders. I felt pretty good. I took a deep breath as I fixed my clothes rumpled during sleep. My mind was firing and my head felt clear. Now, the clothes rumpling was from actual sleep, right? Just making sure.
チャミ、チャミ、おいで。ほら、そろそろ行くよ。
Tsugumi scooped up Chammy, who'd been running around on the floor, and held him to her chest.
あれ？
Stooped down, Tsugumi let out a cry of alarm. What's wrong, Tsugumi?
たけし、ベッドの下。
Under the bed. Mine? She nodded. I looked under the bed I had been sleeping on. Something was lying there. I reached out and pulled whatever it was closer to me. Huh?
ピピ。
Oh, Pee-Pee got left. It was Pee-Pee. Hey Pee-Pee, what's going on? What are you doing here? Pee-Pee didn't respond. All the color had vanished from his eyes. He didn't move at all. Pee-Pee was frozen as if he were dead. There was something stuck fast in his mouth. I took it out gently. It was a disc, a terabyte disc made of polycarbonate. I put the disc Pee-Pee had been carrying in my pocket. With a roaring sound, the whole room suddenly shook violently.
5 Minuten vor der Implosion.
Hey, give me just a second. Sorry about that, my throat was getting all cloggy. So, Pee-Pee didn't live? Is that what they're saying? That sucks. Holding Pee-Pee under my arm, I looked up at the ceiling. Tsugumi quickly got up.
赤い5分前
5 minutes? Give me a break. Why did they gotta tell us when there's only 5 minutes left? Give us more warning, for crying out loud. I started mumbling complaints to myself. Maybe it was mostly for show. He's got a point. He does have a good point. Hey, you know, you guys could have been preparing for the last hour, but now you've only got 5 minutes till we might die. Tsugumi let out a big sigh.
とにかく5分前なの
Tsugumi shrugged her shoulders exaggeratedly and stared at me. But for some reason, she seemed to be smiling.
素直に現実を受け入れなさいよ寛容な私を見習ってね
Listen to yourself, Tsugumi. Telling jokes at a time like this is more my style, don't you think?
まあねでも5分もあれば大丈夫でしょ
A smile floated to her lips and Tsugumi held a hand out to me. Of course. I took her hand firmly.
4 Minuten vor der Implosion.
The shaking and rumbling of IBF continued. I could hear the sound of the water rushing in and striking against the watertight hatches somewhere. Ominous metallic sounds rang out from above, and I wouldn't have been able, and I wouldn't have been surprised if the ceiling had suddenly ruptured. But still, we ran it without stopping. We were running to get out of there. I held on to Tsugumi's hand the whole time. Her body moved fluidly as she ran. We ran in sync with one another. We passed through a door that stood wide open at the end of the passage. Ah, looks like the taxi's there. And on top of the pool, which looked like it was threatening to overflow at any moment, our mini-sub was waiting for us. Yes! At least something's going right. The taxi's even waiting for us.
当然でしょ
Let's hope they speak English. This is, you know, that... I don't know if that stereotype is anywhere near true. I've never been in a taxi or been... I guess I was in a city that uses taxis. Tsugumi looked at me with a smug face and said, That's a new version of this song that's here. Guess this is it. Oh, dang it! Keep right clicking.
タクシーなんだから勝手にお客をすっぽかしたりしないのよ
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh no!
どうしたの
I forgot my wallet.
バカね好きにしておきなさいよそのくらい
Oh, okay. Yeah, in Blick's name.
えもちろん 3 Minuten vor der Implosion.
Or you could Grand Theft Auto it and just 3 minutes until implosion. We scrambled to the sub and jumped down the hatch. The controls were simple. We closed the hatch on the top by pressing a button. The submarine slipped out from the pool and into the middle of the ocean. The ocean currents quickly pushed us out to sea, away from the sinking LeMU. Yes, LeMU was, paradise was, our home for 7 days was, warping and folding on itself like some kind of crumpled old newspaper. It scattered as it collapsed, like a child's wooden blocks that hadn't been stacked properly, letting out its final breath of bubbles. It disappeared to the bottom of the deep blue sea. We were moving up. The small fragile egg we were in floated quietly toward the surface.
これからどうするの?
Tsugumi asked in a quiet voice. There's so much that I want to do, I said as I placed the motionless pee-pee on the seat next to me. But first, I'm thinking more about where to start. What about you, Tsugumi? What do you want to do? What? You didn't like the question?
そんなことないわ。私もゆっくり考えてみてもいい?
Sure.
今の音、何?
I don't know. And there's a beeping noise. The operating console made a funny sound.
何の音?
No clue. Hey, something just came up on that screen over there. The monitor behind Tsugumi started
なん
blinking.
て書いてあるの?
You're closer than I am. Why don't you turn around and look at it yourself?
いやよ。見たくない。嫌な感じがするから。
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Funny, I was thinking that them escaping it as it was going down was kind of like the Death Star blowing up, and then there when the three ships were going away at the very end. Don't be so selfish. Not left with any other choice, I peeked at the monitor. Which one? Which one? Low battery. That's what it says. The lights in the sub suddenly went out. The monitor went dark. All of the power went out. The electrical equipment went silent. The only thing still working was the analog pressure gauge. Present depth, 189 feet. Internal pressure, 12.5 atmospheres. The submarine was set to saturation diving specifications. The pressure on the inside was higher than the pressure on the outside.
Takeshi.
It's okay, we're going to be fine. Stop looking like you're going to cry. Depth, 192 feet. We had lost our upward momentum. The submarine began sinking slowly, very slowly. Residual air pressure, 0. Ballast tank, unable to drain. Wonderful, we hitched a ride on a junker. You know, this cab always seems to stall on these country roads. I'm terribly sorry, ma'am. Depth, 195 feet. Tsugumi looked at the aft hatch. It had a 2-ply hatch. The inner side was made of reinforced glass and FRP, while the outer side had a door made from high-strength steel. Hey, you think if we let some of the high-pressure gas out of the hatch, we'd start rising again?
無理よ。まっすぐ浮上できるとは思えないし、勢いなんてたかが知れてる。そんなことをすれば浸水転覆するのは目に見えてる。余分な圧搾空気だってないんだから。そもそもこの本体を浮かべるための浮力が不足してるの。
Buoyancy.
バラストを捨てないと。
Ballast. Depth, 198 feet.
本来ならバラストのバルブは電動制御される。だけど今は。
Alright, let's just stay calm. Judging by how fast we're sinking, we only need a little bit lighter, right? If we can get rid of about 100 pounds or more, we should be fine. Oh, great. Do I even want to continue this? Really? Let's try pulling out a few of those machines over there. That should make us lighter.
簡単に引っこ抜けると思う？
Well, they seem to be welded on fairly good. Probably not easy to do barehanded. And unfortunately, we don't have any tools.
やっぱり無理よ。
Give me bitter lip and look down. Yeah, we're screwed. Depth 201 feet. Sinking. We were sinking.
ぬか喜びしちゃったね。結局。
Her shoulders shook from disappointment, and she laughed without conviction.
バカみたい。私バカみたい。あ。
She audibly sucked in her breath.
何やってるのよ、たけし。
What? You can't tell by looking? I'm opening the hatch.
だから何やってるのよ。
Do you even need to ask?
やめてよ。何をする気なの？
Tsugumi grabbed onto my arm. Don't try to stop me. I threw off Tsugumi's arm and raised the glass hatch. It was just large enough for one person to go through. Please don't touch me. Pulling a Tsugumi line. Don't touch me.
いや、離さない。
Tsugumi grabbed onto my arm firmly. The hatch was closing.
死んでも離してやらないから。
Depth 207 feet. Slowly and steadily we fell. We wouldn't stop sinking. You know, you really are selfish. I thought for a bit, and slowly opened my mouth. Hey, Tsugumi. Do you know what the Archimedes principle is?
え？
Surprised for a moment, Tsugumi's grip relaxed. What is that? I mentioned that before and I can't remember. In that brief instant, I tore myself forcefully away from her grasp. I quickly opened the glass hatch and slipped to the back of the airlock. After I jumped inside it was surprisingly easy to close the hatch from inside. Once the hatch was closed, I shut the latch right away. Depth 210 feet. Tsugumi was stunned. Her eyes were opened up as wide as they could go, as wide as they would go, and she stared at me from the other side of the glass.
Takeshi! Takeshi! 何やってるの？開けて！出てきて！
Tsugumi wildly pounded on the reinforced glass with her fist. She tried as hard as she could to pull up the lever, but was unable to. Tsugumi, what are you saying? The glass is pretty thick, you know. I really can't hear you very well.
バカ！バカ！開けろって言ってるの！何考えてるのよ！
Tears started falling from Tsugumi's wide open eyes. Drops fell in a constant stream. Her tears and her fists pounded against the glass. The glass creaked as she hit it. Depth 213 feet. Hey, wait a second, didn't you? I thought you knew about the Archimedes principle. I mean, I think you were the one that taught me about it. I guess you know that. Sorry.
笑い事じゃないの？冗談じゃない！そういう問題じゃないんだよ！バカ！たけしのバカ！
Tsugumi sobbed as she screamed. Yeah, I'm an idiot. The biggest one there is. You didn't know that, Tsugumi. Depth 216. No matter how hard she pounded on the glass, it didn't break. The hatch wouldn't open. It wouldn't break either. It looked fairly sturdy. It made me feel good to know that it would hold. Well, anyway, we gotta make sure this little egg stays afloat. Put one hand behind me on the other hatch. If I could open it up, she'd be safe. I slowly turned the handle.
Takeshi?
One thing you gotta either love or really hate about about stuff like this is, especially like the anime stuff, they really stretch it out. Remember I was watching the episode of Naruto, and or it wasn't an episode. Yeah, it might have been an episode. It was like in the earlier part, like in the first 15 to 20 episodes. There's like this one scene that they could have just ended it on, but then it like just kept stretching out, and they looked like they were trying to stretch tears out of people's eyes. So you could almost imagine the people's hands coming out and like, yeah, they like to stretch out these moments. Tsugumi stopped hitting the glass.
Masaka. Shinu. Ki. Nano.
Don't worry. I didn't look away when I spoke to her and said firmly, I may be stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Dealt. 219. I kept turning the handle with my other hand. Just a little more.
お願い。一人にしないで。私を一人にしないで。
There you go. Always worried. I forced a smile. I keep telling you, it's gonna be okay, right? You wanna live, right? Don't you? So live. As long as you're alive, live. Don't worry. Be happy. I'm not going to die. Oh, 222 feet. But that number's possibly... You know what? I'm going to work in favor of the video game, and... Nope. Well, it is. When you divide 222 by 17, it is 13 point something. An unlucky number. The hatch on the bottom of the submarine opened. The air which had been compressed in the airlock was jettisoned into the ocean. My body shot out like a bullet into the water. I could no longer hear her voice. In the middle of the ocean, her voice wouldn't carry to me. On the other side of the glass, I could make out her blurry outline. Tsugumi's face was covered with tears. Her face was broken with sadness. Her image refracted through the water. 225 feet. I grabbed onto a rail on the outside of the submarine and steadied myself. I closed the outside hatch. Couldn't see her anymore. Wouldn't be able to see her again. 228 feet. Okay, I was fixing to say, but yeah, if he were to hold on to the outside, that would be completely pointless, because it would still be just as heavy. I let go of my last source of support, and kicked the sub. Maybe, like I almost said bucket a minute ago. How accidentally appropriate. Released from its support, my body went flying into a jet black ocean filled with sparkling fragments of light. 231 feet. My consciousness was floating, but my will steadfastly clung to my body. It was still there, even if it were threatening to turn into dust, even if it were threatening to be torn apart. Live as long as you are alive. That's what I wanted. Maybe it was their stubbornness. I was sinking to the bottom of the ocean. My field of vision filled with white bubbles heading up toward the heavens. I closed my eyes slowly. That's when I realized for the first time that I was here. I'm here. I'm here. What is this, Dr. Seuss book or something? I'm here. My body dissolved into the ocean, mixing with it, becoming one with it. Well, that wasn't exactly what I was expecting to be a good ending. So is it possible that there's 3 freaking endings with him? Good grief. You have the ever mysterious extra life rating that would fluctuate. Note to self: if I play through it with him again, bring extra batteries. And the credits. So yeah, I'm going to definitely have to. So yeah, is there more than just 2 endings for each of the characters? Because Owen still unexplained. So wait, are they saying that they don't know who plays the kid? That's kind of weird. Oh, sorry about this. It's pausing the game. Oh, I don't want to accidentally skip the credits, though. Did I accidentally skip the credits? Dang it. Did I skip the credits? Dang it. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. I don't want to cut the music out completely, though. Is it supposed to be scrolling? I may have screwed up. Dang it. Oh, come on now. I screwed up. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Okay, sorry about that. The story's not over. Dang it. Yes, save system data. Ah, dang it. Sorry about that. I was actually want to include the credits for completion's sake. Yeah, this was definitely a long episode. So, let's go ahead and check. Yeah, okay, yeah, this stuff's all open now. The clear list. Great Scott. 11? 11? 33 out of 114. Tsugumi version, good end. Again, good end? Can they just not... Guess they're just not destined to be together. What is this, music? Yeah, I think it is. Or is it scenes? I don't know what this is, but it's 126 of them. Pass completed, 225. Okay. Shortcut. Okay. Cool. You can. Go deal. I don't know if I want to use this. Not right off the bat. I may hard to say. I'm thinking about going ahead and playing through as a kid, just for a completely different experience, and then still don't tell me for sure, but I just have a suspicion that there's another path here. Or the kid might start here. I'm not sure, but so yeah. Sorry about screwing up the credits there, but it was kind of loud. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. The Let's Play is not over with, but this is one go through completely of the game. I guess in a way. Seriously, 1 out of 11 endings. Dang. 33%. I'm not 100. Ugh. But anyway, so this is based on views, kind of my more steady series. So mostly due to the fact that Daniel Dawson, who's been giving me good feedback. So you watch this. Kind of. Hopefully, I've improved from the beginning of it. So, what are your thoughts about my how could I improve the rest of the Let's Play, or just keep doing as I'm doing? I guess, like I was saying a couple episodes ago, I'm going to try doing the kid with a maybe kind of a more kiddish voice or something. But if that doesn't pan out, I'll quit it. But any other thoughts? You know, hopefully I have improved both reading skills, hopefully, and being able to come up with moderately interesting comments here and there, followed by inane Takeshi type comments, I'm sure. So yeah, let me know both about how I could improve the Let's Play and my commentary on the Let's Play. This is 48 dang minutes. Almost 49. So, yes, feedback. Summing it up. And I shall return to new beginnings in the next episode of Ever17, The Out of Infinity. As I said, I hope you folks enjoyed, and I will return. Farewell.